Oh, welcome again, guys. Welcome to Christmas Caribbean Delights. And let's make a quick pumpkin with codfish. Pumpkin with codfish. I have some codfish here, which I washed and I boiled it a couple of times to get that extra salt out. And then I'm just going to break it up a little, and we'll include that with the pumpkin. So with that, we'll get some tomatoes. I have some cherry tomatoes from the garden. I have some cayenne pepper from the garden, which I'm going to use. And I have a purple onion and a white onion. I'm going to put some cilantro in there and some other green stuff. Get a scallion. And we'll just cut it all up. And we'll put this dish together in a flash. So let's just get some onions. Get some onions diced. Don't need to go all the way to the end here. Get it all into a plate here, or a holding process. And I think that's enough onions. Well, I'll just probably use just the rest of the purple. It's not a lot. Use the rest of the purple onions. Then we'll cut up some green stuff. Get some cilantro, some scallion. We'll get that cut up. So here we go, guys. I have some lovely fresh thyme here. I'm gonna just strip the leaves off the stem. Just strip all the leaves off. I know you know my other method. I usually would just drop the whole thing in there. But I got all the leaves off. Give them a little chop so that they can release that fragrance and the flavor. So we'll just put that in here, right next to the cayenne pepper. Yeah, I know they're really small leaves. We'll just get them all. Here I have cilantro and some cilantro and some scallion. And we'll just cut this up. I just love the scent, the fragrance of both the cilantro and the scallion, especially when you're chopping them together. And we'll just get this on a part of our plate. You just want to get everything cut up, everything chopped. So when you're ready to put your dish together, you have everything ready. And that's called a mise en place in French. You know, you just go ahead and just break this up. Break the codfish up a little. Break up the large pieces. I don't want to put, I would usually put it in the food processor and get it really small, but I want the chunks this time to mix with the pumpkin. I want to see the chunks, see some chunks of codfish. So I boiled this codfish out, squeezed it, just made it drain, added some lime juice to it, just to get out the cod scent and whatever fishy fragrance or whatever. So, and we just season that a little, some complete seasoning, teaspoon of complete seasoning, put some garlic powder on there, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, some complete seasoning. All right. Some dill weed. Let's put some dill weed on there. And a pinch of bouillon. Most of the salt is out of there, so it's out of the cod. The cod doesn't have any salt in it, so I just wanted to reseason a little. But you have to check your cod to just make sure the salt is totally out of it before you put too much seasoning on it. And here with the pumpkin, I'll do the same with the pumpkin. I'll just put a little bit of bouillon powder and shake it around. And some complete seasoning. I just like to pre-season everything before I really put it in the mix there and get it all. Just shake it around and let it all get some flavor beforehand. Okay, so let's get a pan, and we're going to heat that pan with some butter and oil and start sauteing our aromatics and get things going. And in no time, this whole dish is going to come together. Some pumpkin with codfish. Now that the pan is hot, let's just get some aromatics in there. Bell peppers. I didn't mention bell peppers before. I decided to put some in there. Thyme and hot pepper. Get those onions in there. Just let them go for a while. I have a couple of tablespoons of butter and some canola oil. Let me just let this saute. Since this has been going for a while, I want to put the pumpkin in. To get the pumpkin in there so that it can get nice and soft and flavorful. Let's give this a stir. I want to move this around because the pumpkin is going to release some of this liquid. Once it has released that liquid, I'm going to add the tomatoes and add the codfish in there. And then you cover it and just let it simmer. I just added the codfish in here. The pumpkin started to caramelize nicely. And if you find that it's going to stick, just give it a little bit of water to deglaze. Turn your heat down to a simmer. Once I turn my heat down, add my tomatoes and my cilantro and scallion. Now I'm going to cover this. I think I need a little bit of water. Just about a quarter cup. Just to get it deglazed and get all that flavor from the bottom. And this is going to help to soften the pumpkin a little. And turn your fire down to a simmer, to low, medium low. Taste it. Your salt content is good. Slap a cover on there. Just let it rip for about 10 minutes and then check it again. Oh, so here we go. After about 10 minutes, the pumpkin is nice and soft and everything has been incorporated properly. Your peppers and everything is in there. So what I need to do, I just need to dry it out a little. Just get some of the liquid out because the pumpkin has released a lot of liquid, a lot of water, and then plus I had added a little bit of water in there. So I'm just going to dry this out for a little bit, give it another 5 minutes, open on the open flame, not covered, and then we'll dry it out and we'll see what we have. We have a wonderful stew here. As I said, guys, you can serve this up, the pumpkin with the codfish. You can serve it up in anything. I'm serving myself here a little portion on a cracker. It tastes so wonderful. But you can serve it with rice, rotis. Roti is a top choice for this type of dish. It's awesome. Rotis, rice, wraps, anything. So, bon appetit.